So how do you figure out what film industry career is going to be right for you? All right, I know exactly how to figure this out. So buckle up. I'm going to give you a tried and true way of figuring out what path you actually want to choose. So step one is you get into the film industry any way you can. It doesn't have to be at a high level. Production assistant, producer's assistant, director's assistant, even as an extra, if you've got no other options, just sign up to be an extra. But you need to get in the professional environment where you can observe firsthand what professionals' jobs are like, and hopefully you can make some connections that are at least strong enough where you can ask them questions about their job. Step two is you learn as much about the job you think you want to do as you possibly can. And what you find out is going to be surprising. Okay, so for instance, there's a lot of people who are interested in fashion who love the idea of designing costumes and just that. I mean, it's something that ends up on screen. You know, famous people end up wearing your designs. I mean, there's a real like sexiness to being a costume designer. But the reality of working in wardrobe is that it's very long hours. It's very physical. You end up having to carry a lot of heavy stuff. And that's something not a lot of people account for when they, think I want to go into wardrobe. So step three is you figure out which department you kind of like. You like the type of people. Each department, each part of the film industry tends to, sort of select for a type of personality. The type of person who's a location manager is rarely the type of person who's a talent agent. So you want to figure out which part of the industry you want to be in, and then you want to get there on a low level and work in that department or in that sector with the person who is actually professionally doing this job. So step four, you're now in close proximity to people who have made this their lives, and you need to pay close attention. If the question isn't really, do I want to do this type of work? It's, do I want to live this type of life? That's the question you're seeking an answer to. And through these steps, you've gone through a process of elimination to see if there's any deal breakers, any things that you absolutely do not want to spend your life doing. And that's hopefully narrowed it down to a department which you now work in that gives you the real, answer about whether or not you want to do this for a living. And if you don't want to, that's cool. You can leave the industry and do some other stuff and make more money. You can jump over to another department. But this is really a process of elimination. Don't be afraid that you don't know exactly what you want to do. Just get in, and once you have some real answers about what life in film is like, it'll become very clear where you need to end up. Let me know if you have questions.